Kilo fait on monte chocolate. Fine, no bucket. Watch your love for like it. Why not more than your body, chocolate. Bush it ready, yeah, imade. Double sile, kilo fait. Why now?
Hey y'all, hey. Welcome to another episode of Unicorn Straight No Chaser, where you come for the shenanigans, but you stay for the debauchery. As usual, I have my co-host with me. Ladies first. Go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
Hey, you guys. I'm Tokyo T. I'm here to bring you inside Pandora's box full of kinks and chaos. So stay tuned for Inside the Box.
And already sipping on his tequila. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the people, please.
How you doing, everybody? It's a Cardi experience out there, especially our soft daddy dom representing for the fellas. At this point, I think I'm gonna need like a full body animation character to be with y'all like this, just all thick and big and shit.
Well, that's one of the things I want to talk to you about. I messaged you earlier, so you make sure you get that. Yeah, yes, make sure you get with me. And of course, I am Siren by night, your queen of extra, your sultan of shenanigans, your diva of debauchery, and the official HBIC. Before we get started, as always, let's do our housekeeping. In the back, we have our also an official unicorn. She keeps everything running. She runs us. She really is the boss and in charge of everything. Just the best. She is our StreamYard tech. She is our editor and my friend. We appreciate you, Jess. Thank you so much.
Yes, we do.
And also the executive producers of this show. Start with myself. I am, as well as the bald-headed demon, King Kurt Live. If you have a podcast and you need to gain more visibility, if you want to start a podcast and you don't know where to start, we can help you with that. So you slide in the DMs, put it in the comments, and I'll reach back out to you. Let us know, okay? And Sal,
right?
We're gonna get into that in a minute.
You starting already? You starting already?
Never forget. Never forget.
Always good. Wow. That's right. Never forget. Also, if you enjoy what we are doing for you guys every Thursday, bringing you all these shenanigans, please feel free to give us some stars, okay? Feed the hungry deviants, all right? Give us 2 stars if you enjoy us so we can keep bringing you all this content.
That's right. Hoes need food too. Feed me, Seymour, feed me.
Okay, so today, before we get into Pandora's box, we are going to be discussing something that I have heard a million times before. Crazy girls are better in bed. So a little crazy, a little toxicity sprinkled on the kusai makes it better. Let me ask you two, have you ever heard that rumor before?
Yeah.
It's
in the same vice
versa.
versa.
It's a rumor. I don't think it's a rumor. I think it's facts at this point. Okay. Enough people say it must be true.
Okay. Well, I feel like the same thing is for men.
Vice
right?
versa. Yeah,
you put a little toxicity on the penis and make it taste better, make it feel better. You know, it gives it flavor. Deranged the flavor nonetheless, okay?
Yeah, it pops in the mouth too.
You know, I always like to try to delve in the psychology of these things, right? This is something that is really ridiculous, but there is a psychology behind it. So I'm going to throw off some names. Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown.
The perfect level of top.
Perfect. That's cracky love.
Angelina
That's
Jolie
perfect crack match in heaven.
and Brad Pitt.
Angelina,
Penelope Cruz. And I forget her man's name, but he was in No Country for Old Men.
Or
I didn't know they was crazy. I didn't know she was crazy.
Chrissy Ann Rock and Blueface.
Child. Child. Poor crazy. Yes. Insanity. Okay. Yeah.
Emma Roberts and what's his name? Oh,
my favorite guy. They together? I didn't know they was together.
Yes. And
Jeffrey Dahmer.
And Erykah Badu and everybody. Erykah Badu and everybody.
Erykah Badu versus everybody. That's what it is.
I don't agree. I don't agree.
Put everybody against Badu.
I don't agree.
You don't agree?
No, I don't. Everybody else is crazy. She's the only one that is pure at heart.
JDP was so good. Amber took a dookie on his pillow.
I don't think no dick that good. There was some other issues going on there.
Now,
they was toxic to each other.
Crazy Cat do hit different. I'm just saying.
In what way? What do you mean?
Listen, Johnny Depp was with Amber Heard for how long? Taking this
not that long.
Long enough.
Long enough. She shit on his pillow. What are you talking about? It then told him it was the dog.
Alpha female energy.
They was both out of pocket, but Amber Heard, she got some shit with her. Something is wrong with her. Okay. The fact that means you squatted. Pushed. You pushed. Okay.
Yes.
And it came out, first of all, it came out whole solid human-like. You know what I mean? And she's like, you know what? The dog did it. You was gonna leave it there? You just left it there?
And she looked at him. She gave him
he looked at her.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Whitney Houston was on record for saying that she used to hit Bobby Brown too. So it wasn't like he was just beating her up or doing things. No, she was hitting him.
You probably deserved it though.
Listen, these are toxic relationships.
We doing crackhead shit. You gotta get hit once in a while.
Now, of course, it's a toxic relationship, but what I'm saying is most men will not stay with women that are hitting them, or in Penelope Cruz's case, throwing plates at her husband. Okay.
I didn't even know she was toxic. Crazy.
If there is not some other reasons besides the love, is what I'm saying. So
manipulation. Psychological manipulation, emotional manipulation,
and kill a cat. Let's be for real, and kill a cat. So she was humming them plates at this motherfucker's head, and he ended up grabbing her, and they had sex. You already know how that goes.
On top of broken dishes, fucking cuts and all.
Erykah Badu's cat is so good that she makes people change their fashion, their whole lifestyle. They become.
I have not heard not one thing bad about Erykah. Them niggas say nothing bad about her. Not one bad word about that woman. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Maybe it's the opposite of toxic. Maybe it's just purity of Erykah Badu's vagina.
That's what I'm saying. I had not heard no abuse. Pure. Why are we putting her on this list? I want to know why we putting her on this list.
Wait a minute. Just can you put that back up for me, please? Crazy Cat makes you sign a chick podcast with her crazy that know random sex facts and peek in your room via webcam while you are naked.
Well, then you know firsthand.
As toxic as they come.
I mean, shit, you know.
And it'll make your
friends hit close to home.
And it'll make your friends join you, Cardi. It's like, no.
It will. Listen. Erykah should be on this list. I don't know why we got her. She is a fucking witch.
Put that.
She is a pure at heart. She's beautiful.
She is beautiful, but
she's voodooing niggas. She's voodooing niggas, but who said that?
You're not gonna tell me that Erykah is not crazy. Look at her eyes.
She tastes like the waters of.
I don't think so.
Look at her eyes.
I think she is above us all.
You say Erykah just got a hood spirit.
She just elevates higher than the rest of us. It's just.
I agree. I don't know what's wrong with Jesus. I don't get it. I don't get it. She should be on here. No, not one man has ever said anything negative about her. No court cases. The rest thing about
All
court
the
cases
time.
and proof.
Let
Let me make my argument, okay? So let's break it down. All right. So women are not the only ones who like a little toxicity, right? We've all heard the rumor, and when it comes to mental illness, sexes are different. So we're different in every way, and also when it comes to mental health things. So women are more likely to have anxiety or depression, while men tend to lean towards substance abuse and antisocial disorders, right? So is the myth true? Women with mental health disorders are more sexually active than their male counterparts. So when we're crazy, we want some dick.
Because they knock everything back in place in their head. That's why. That's what it is.
And so your typical characteristics for a woman that has like antisocial personality disorder or borderline personality disorder are going to make you engage in more risky sexual behavior, because women who are generally taught to be more reserved and more demure and more discriminating with sex, you have that lack of impulse control. And so you basically just letting your cat do what it wants. The cat say, I want that. And you say, all right, cat, we gonna go get it. So there is a science to it, and it is actually true that crazy cat is better. There is some credence out of mania and hypersexuality because of hormonal imbalance. Yes, exactly. So technically, like I said, the whole thing is true. And I know you don't want to put Erykah Badu in with these other people, but I'm just saying that I feel like these men
this is personal.
They have been
was real.
I feel like these men that have been with her, do you not find that they are unusually quiet?
Yes, because she has blessed them. What is wrong with you? You get blessed. They have been blessed by the goddess herself. Yes, they're quiet. They're calm. They're very much better people. They came out better, okay? She has put a spell on them that they cannot get rid of.
If you think like 13 men and you are in the industry.
Tokyo, are you saying that Erykah Badu pussy is just like being baptized? Like once you go down, you're just born again as this new
I agree. Yep.
There you go. You hear it first.
Thank you.
In the water of our Lord and Savior Badu.
Okay. Listen, what makes I'm trying to understand what the toxic part is. What's making her toxic? You're saying she's toxic as if she does something negative to these men. How? In what way? You put her in the same category as the Tayshawn, whatever the crazy bitches with no teeth. You put them next to each other. Why? The rest of that list is like, all right, I see why we say she toxic. All right, I see. I
knew this was going to trigger you, and that's why I put her in there. I knew it was going to trigger you, and that's why I put her in there. Okay, let's be clear. She literally didn't even fuck 3 Stacks when they first met. Her energy was just so dope. He started wearing them turbans. She's a witch, and because I'm a witch, I also know that if you do spell work on people, that is toxic. That's toxic.
You made them better. I don't understand. All right.
Siren.
Huh?
I always keep telling Siren she's toxic as hell. She's like, no, I ain't toxic.
You think
I'm very much toxic? She's very much toxic.
All right, like really, you think I'm toxic?
Yes.
Is this a trick question? This is a trick question.
Wait.
This got to be a trick question. Don't answer.
That's the witch. Is there a non-toxic witch out there?
I will say that neither of you are in a relationship with me.
We don't need to be.
I have firsthand seen your relationships play out. You are toxic.
Both. Ditto. We both seen it.
So, okay.
And you prefer toxic people. Mm-hmm. You like razzle dazzle in your relationship.
We gotta go to the left real quick for a minute. I'm sorry, y'all, but we gotta go to the left for a minute.
Mm-hmm. Come back to that.
Usually, if I do something toxic, it's because somebody did something toxic to me first. It is retaliation. That is all. That is retaliation.
Still toxic. But you stay in a situation so you can get your lick back. You stay so you can get your lick back. You got to make sure you get that lick back before.
It's called balance.
That's called. Okay, that's what we're calling it now. Okay.
That's called toxicity.
Sal said it's worth the risk. So,
all right.
What's the most toxic thing you ever seen me do?
Who, me?
Yeah,
Talk about me.
Yeah, you.
Let me see.
I'm just
I think slap a grown man glasses off their face. I had what else?
Allegedly.
I ain't allegedly because I seen it. So get on. Child.
That's the most toxic thing you ever seen me do. That's
not the most toxic. I can't say the most toxic because that's personal. Okay. But I will say the stuff we say in our chats be real toxic. You know what I'm saying? Like your mind is toxic. I'll say that because sometimes you don't go through. Sometimes you don't go through with the things, but your mind be like, "Ooh, I would blah 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 blah."
Mm-hmm. It's in there. Gears be turning.
Okay.
Child. Okay. The stuff she said, I'd be like, "Who thinks of such things?" It's in there. But
I said my mind is a dark place. That's why I don't do mushrooms. Because I don't need that little push. You know what I mean? To actually end up with my own Netflix documentary.
Maybe we just gotta get it out there, clear all the toxic out.
And Cardi, you're toxic too.
I am not toxic.
We're lying today.
I'm not lying.
You're not toxic.
I mean, everyone has their toxic moments, but I'm not a constant toxic.
You lucky I'm your friend. You lucky I'm your friend, and
that's cap.
Oh,
now digmatizing people is different from being toxic. It's not the same.
Oh, so you think you digmatize people?
It's not the same. It's not the same.
You think you digmatize people? How do you know that you hear somebody digmatize? I'm sorry, y'all, but we got to clear this up. How do you think you digmatize people?
When they don't want to let go and keep coming back for more.
Okay. Do you let them back and do you treat them well?
I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. We just went to I apologize, y'all. But
you made 2 less. Right now you got a 180. What's going on?
Is it?
It
is not. You can't blame a person for good dick. I mean, if anything, that makes you toxic.
How presumptuous of you to assume that you have good dick.
I got one job. I got one job to do, and then you do the job, and then you go on, and next thing you know, hey, let's go back how about we revisit that? I'm like, oh.
What makes that situation toxic though? Is it that you're not in a relationship, or you're not? Like, what is it making it toxic? Are y'all fighting or arguing first? Are y'all negative for each other?
I'm not arguing with you. I had a woman like that not a couple of years ago, and she just wouldn't take no for an answer. Like,
so she was toxic.
She almost got physical.
Is that the girl that's followed you to your car or something like that? I forget you was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was crazy. She was crazy. Really aggressive.
So she was toxic.
She was toxic as hell. And then I forget about it.
So was her vagina like the best? You know what I'm saying? She had crazy vagina. It wasn't. Our theory is wrong.
There we go.
There's always an exception to the rule.
Yeah, that's also true too.
See, and then there's levels of crazy. This is as long as you're not going to kill me. But if you are, possibly going to put me in your basement on some Dahmer type shit, then no, we don't want that. We just want bust the windows out your car, slash your tires.
Even that's too high. You like a threat level, from white to red. What's the threat level? Is that level cold orange or cold red?
No. Do things to your possessions, but not to you. Okay, that's
I don't like that. Don't hurt.
You don't like it. You don't like it, but it happens. Is what I'm saying.
Don't hurt my things. Don't.
Hurt your thing or hurt your thing.
I like the good toxic. Like, hey, I'm gonna just ghost you for a couple of days or leave you on ice. Chill you out for a bit.
No.
I can live with that, but you're not gonna do all those crazy fucking things. See, you take it above and beyond.
I never said I
You
did
want to
it.
scorch the earth.
I never said that I participated in those things, but I'm saying that the people I'm talking about do. You know, no Jasmine Sullivan because I'm scared of lions and tigers and bears. Lord. So
whatever else she'll do to your car.
What's the girl name? Tayshawn? What's her name?
Christian.
Oh yeah, Krayshawn, whatever the bitch name is. She got her teeth knocked out in her relationship, so I feel like
who knocked out her tooth?
She's like top tier. Yeah, she pregnant, and then she got that nigga tattooed on her body. That whole relationship was ridiculous. And huh?
The Blueface knock her teeth out?
I'm not sure. I think so.
I thought he did.
Or did she do it like fighting somebody else because of him?
You know, they
I don't recall the story.
Too young for me to be caring. Quite honestly,
they're psychopaths. Both of them. Blueface is fucking ridiculous.
But
can't stand them.
But I'm going to continue to keep my stance. I'm going to continue to keep my stance because I have studies to back it up. So there's a study in the Journal of Sex that did research and discovered that guys with partners who had less emotional stability report better sexual function in women. There's also a study that says men find borderline traits in physically attractive women appealing. And you know, people with borderline personality disorder have problems regulating their emotions. So as long as the woman is attractive when she's acting crazy, they think that, you know, that's appealing. That's something that they want. They want their woman to be like, well, where you going? Why you ain't taking me with you? And, you know, you don't love me, stay with me. And start throwing the vibes out the door.
I need my peace above all else.
Yeah. Do you think they feel that way because they think if they're crazy to act, the more they love them? Because I think that's what a lot of people think. Like, oh, you're jealous, you're this, you're that. You must really love me or care about me. So, you know, like to give them the ego boost.
It's a multitude of reasons, right? So it may be exciting. So you have your people that are sensation seekers and they want to be impulsive along with the person. The relationship has like these super high highs and the really low lows, and people get used to their roller coaster and they want that. Also, you have the people that have the white knight syndrome. So it's just like, okay, she's a mess. And I might not
Captain Save a Hoe.
Yeah, Captain Save a Hoe. I might not be feeling the best about myself, but she's a mess. She's an emotional mess. And so even to her, I'm wonderful. So I'm going to come in. I'm going to be understanding about her being crazy. You know, she just threw a bottle at my head last night, but I'm going to tell her that, you know, I'm going to look past it. I'm going to stay with you. And then people that you have that guilt and shame, that people that have mental health issues, they do feel that. It's like, okay, I know that I'm diagnosed with this issue. Who would really want to be with me when they do have like a manic episode or they do snap out and can't control their anger? There's a shame that comes along with it. And so if this man sees you at your worst and he's saying, oh, I'm going to stay with you, you know, look, even I've had those moments where I did some fucked up ass shit and, oh, no, you know, I'm going to stay with you. I'm going to stick beside you and all that stuff. And you're like, oh. Now, there is two things, though. One is the person really loves you and they want to stand behind you and they want to, you know, be with you and help you. And then there's the person that is manipulative. And so they're taking advantage of the fact that you have this guilt and shame. They have their own insecurities and they feed off of what you're going through to be the white knight and make themselves feel better. So that can be troubling if a man says, I like to be with girls that are crazy, because what is the underlying reason for it? And that's how you end up in those toxic type of relationships that we were just rattling off. Because something wrong with
the cycle. Break the cycle. It ain't worth it. It might be worth it while you're in it, but once you're out of it, repercussions is a bitch.
Therapy.
That's
why
go
people
get you some
therapy. There's a number of people that need to be in therapy. It's just crazy because it seems like so many things that we discuss on here, it all goes back to your attachment style. Like you can always draw a line back to your attachment style. and the way that you interact, that's in your friendships and your interpersonal relationships with your family and with the person that you claim that you love. So whether you're stage 1 clinger or you are a runner and a track star. Like me.
Yeah, the fucking Hussein Bolt over here.
I think Tokyo probably has the most secure attachment style out of the
I'll be
three.
chilling.
Let him nut.
I'll be chilling. I don't, and
Y'all
I'm not.
do,
I think
let
I'm the
him
only one that ain't toxic too either. I don't be doing nothing.
You don't think you a little bit toxic?
Not in my relationship. I don't think I'm toxic in my relationship. I think I'm chilling.
If you get a little alcohol in you and that man make you mad, you're a little bit toxic. I ain't saying you gonna.
That's when I have my lack of control. I usually control myself pretty well. Sober, drunk, yeah.
And you like, we gonna fight tonight. Verbally.
Yeah. I try not to do that in front of company.
That makes it even worse.
You know what I'm saying? I try not to be that way in the streets. You know, I don't want to be out there. I want people thinking I'm be tripping. Yeah.
I'm not company. I'm just saying you seem
right.
Me, I see you, we see each other.
Yeah.
Cardi
drinking is red.
Cardi need to hear like a harem. That's a secret desire.
I don't even think I need one.
Not a harem.
You want one?
Maybe not anymore. Maybe like one time. Like maybe a harem for a weekend.
Try it out. See how it is.
Try it out.
Probably a lot of work too. You gotta do it multiple people.
Yeah. You make
sure a lot of
okay.
different personalities.
A lot of maintenance.
Yeah. They all want a little bit of something.
But it works out if you're like a king or a sultan, and you can like, all right, fuck it, I just brown.
Right.
Another one.
Right.
But no, like that's if you're toxic. Me, like I'm a nurturing type of guy, so I kind of want to nurture, and keeping that shit all out is it's a lot. You see my face? My face is just
I was thinking it. Thank you.
Not the blink.
I was thinking it.
Why?
It's Cardi.
Thank you.
I believe Cardi. I be believing him.
Y'all keep forgetting soft daddy Dom. I'm not hard Dom. I'm soft daddy. Come on.
Right.
I'm like, just bring it in. Just bring it in. That's all.
Cardi is very nonchalant.
Yeah.
That too.
And I feel like it would in a relationship with him, like you would be up here mad and he'd just be like,
and that would make you 5 times madder.
I don't know what you
it would.
Like
but that's a you problem.
It is.
Not a me problem.
It is though. You want him to be here because you here. Y'all both can't be there. That's probably
exactly what she wants. Because when I gaslight her, she be real mad that I ain't getting mad with her. I just keep
when I gaslight her.
I'm full. Gaslight her the fuck up. Like, ooh, Cardi, I hate you. I was like,
I never said, ooh, Cardi, I hate you. I don't think I said that. I do get mad though, and Cardi just be like, all right. I'll be sniffing and he just
I ain't feeding into your toxic shenanigans. I am not the one.
And I just hang up the phone on him and then I'll call him back in like 3 weeks.
Exactly. I like to ice them out and then they'll come back eventually, Well, I know my time from.
I forgot about that. If he don't gaslight you, he don't love you. That is.
You know what?
That's
what?
Delicious toxic trait right there.
That is fuckboy 1-on-1. So he admits to being toxic and claims to be a victim after the rubber band snaps back. Now, the question is, do you think that you grew up in a household where you saw this level of toxicity? Because I know my mom could keep a man, and that heifer is toxic.
Mm-hmm.
And I question, was it the cat? But people coming back.
Falling far from the tree.
Oh, don't ever. First of all right, listen. You know what? I ain't gonna say that because he meant it in a different way. In my head, I'm like, don't be comparing her to that woman.
No,
But I
no,
get it.
totally
I get.
different.
I get where you coming from. I had to think about it.
You still in here lurking about?
Is he naked in his profile picture?
Hmm.
Is he naked in his profile picture?
Child, I need him to stop.
He's coming
I'm
back.
gonna
He's
say
coming
something.
back. Oh yeah,
I need
he's
you to
definitely
change it.
shirtless.
He's not
Change
naked.
it.
He's
He's
shirtless.
definitely shirtless.
He
He
is
might as well be
opposed to wearing
pantsless
clothing.
at that point.
He's
I
opposed
need
to.
you to change it.
Kurt is always
Pretty much, Cammy. Pretty much. I was trying to save him, but you already figured it out.
Did I see toxicity? Yes, I did. I mean, my mom was toxic just in and of itself. She always kept a man too. People loved her. Niggas loved her. Okay, their favorite word to say is that she was thorough. She's very smart, street smart person. That's why she like for the streets now. But that's why she was in them streets. Niggas loved everything about her. Still to this day, they'll go back to her to this day, and she is hit. Okay, when I say hit, like with 2 T's and 2 I's. Okay, so yeah, I grew up around toxicity.
okay, Mama
I didn't realize.
Tokyo.
Huh?
I say, okay, Mama Tokyo.
Out of pocket. She out of pocket. If I told y'all the stories, we gonna wait till Crackhead edition. So
Well, yeah, because we are gonna do a Crackhead show. I know that sounds funny to y'all, but it's my show.
It's gonna be so fun.
80s, 90s babies.
It's gonna be so fun.
We went through it.
80s, 90s babies. We got stories to tell. Okay.
I'm excited. I'm so excited. I don't know why, but I'm excited about it.
But substance abuse does fall in line with mental health issues, right?
Very much so.
You have that in bipolar disorder with the mania, BPD, autism, ADHD. All of these things can contribute to hypersexuality. And yet another thing that would lead to men feeling like, you know what, this crazy bitch, the cat was good. So I always actually thought that was a myth, but when I started doing my research, I was like, you know what? This shit is actually true. Another factor that I want to bring up is the people pleasing part of it. So a lot of these personality disorders and trauma, it makes you want to be a people pleaser. And I can say that for myself. When I come in the bedroom, you know, I want to put on a show. So I definitely am like, I'm coming in here on a mission, especially if it's like the first time we had sex. I'm coming in here on a mission. All right. So I got my ponytail holder, you know, to pull my hair back. I done exercise my jaw. I'm stretching. I got the most nasty, debaucherous, scandalous lingerie that I could find. I'm trying to put on a show. Okay. That's the people pleasing thing. And that's why a lot of women also fall into the, like, okay, he had an orgasm. He came twice and I didn't come at all. That used to be my life for a very, 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 very long time. But it definitely is a symptom of being toxic, because you're not even thinking about yourself. You're just trying to get this person to be so intrigued by you, so pleased by you, that they'll keep coming back and you leave yourself out of the equation. Am I hitting a spot?
Going back to my first comment, I guess stigmatizing could be toxic in that regard.
Yes.
Denying oneself. But I don't think that's like bad toxic though. I mean, it's not gonna scar you. That's not like
denying yourself is toxic.
That's not a damaging trait though.
It 100% is to deny yourself. What are you talking about?
No, sexually, no, it's really not.
You're ignoring your own personal needs.
Yeah.
And so whether you do that emotionally or physically, that's not good.
I don't know. There's been most of my life has been me always pleasing other people, and like if I get there, I get there. If not, at least the mission's accomplished. I've done my job.
That
I'm happy with that. And I can be happy with that.
But but I don't think that's wrong either, though. Like, I feel like sometimes pleasing somebody else fills you with pleasure. Like, it makes you feel good when they feel good. You know what I mean? Like,
so let me just clarify. Like, there's nothing wrong with wanting to make someone happy. There's nothing wrong with getting pleasure from making someone happy. There is something wrong when you ignore your own personal needs to make somebody else happy consistently and constantly.
If it's consistently and constantly.
Yeah, that's
inside and outside of sex, not just sex, but inside and outside. If you're finding yourself bending over backwards to the point where,
like, if you're not happy,
that's when it's toxic.
Yeah, that's and I was saying, I have done it. I've done that physically, and I've done that emotionally, and neither of those things are good.
There you go. That's tolling. This is why you need to go to the spa all the goddamn time.
So I was with a narcissist before, and like, his big hold over me was that he made so much money. So I was younger. So I got it stuck in my head, like, if I want to have power in a relationship, or I want the man to be happy, or I want the man to perceive me a certain way, I have to spend money. Like, I have to spend money on them. I gotta buy them stuff. I gotta give great gifts. Take them on dates. This and the thing. So I was getting that feedback that I wanted, where you meet a man and they're not used to women doing things like that for them. They like, oh my God, oh yeah, But it was oftentimes it ended up being a detriment to me because people took advantage. People took advantage of the situation. Not that they didn't really want to be with me, because they did, but also it wasn't always reciprocated. And definitely it was people that, took a little more than they gave and should have, because I was so open and willing to do so. So you can end up finding yourself in a bad situation trying to people please. And then, like I told you, I went without orgasms for an incredibly long time. So did they keep coming back to have sex? Of course they did, because I was, swinging upside down from the goddamn chandelier, but I wasn't getting any kind of pleasure out of it. That's not good. That ain't good at all. So they was, pussy whipped, but my pussy was unsatisfied.
Was not getting whipped.
Tokyo, she ain't people pleasing anybody.
Let him nut.
Oh yeah, you ain't getting off the hook.
Hashtag let him nut.
Did you let him come inside? Did you let him come inside you?
No. Y'all ain't making me do a goddamn thing.
Man, this whole.
So if y'all were not here last week. Last week was her husband's birthday weekend. Okay.
Oh my God.
And we found out during our penis questions that she never let her husband come inside of her.
That's not true.
It's been a long time. It's been a long time.
It's been a long time. And his nut was rusty. Rusty flavored.
And I was shocked and appalled that you were married and you not letting this man nut in you consistently.
Sploosh.
Now it's her body and it's her choice, but I just really thought that's toxic as fuck. Right. Exactly.
Denying that man.
I was shocked. Thank you, Sal. Because I thought that was one of the perks of being in a long-term relationship. And of course, definitely in being married. You get to shoot the club up. You find the birth control that works for you, and you get to shoot the club up. So we started hashtag let him nut, because we felt like, at least for his birthday,
on repeat,
at least for his birthday, that we should allow him, we in this together, we should allow him to nut in tried Tokyo. So did you let him?
I said no.
Why? Why?
On his birthday weekend.
You talk about yeah.
He wanted
Curtis
one
was
thing.
right. Curtis was right. That's toxic. Why?
Let that man.
What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen?
Pregnancy. Okay.
You are on
That's
birth
what.
control. You're on birth
I
control.
know, but that don't mean nothing. I'll be the one. It'll swoop up around that and get me pregnant.
All right, so,
Absolutely
wow.
not.
so listen.
Super
I ain't having no
sperm?
baby.
Get a plan B. Get a plan B and let him do what he want to do and pop the pill.
Hold on, Tokyo. Spread your legs wide
Okay.
open, let him in, and then close your legs tight. Just keep him in there.
Sal, don't nobody want no more kids.
I ain't having no damn babies.
Rockstar, exactly. The world.
I don't want no babies.
If y'all want Tokyo, thank you. Let them nut in the butt or in them guts. All of the above. All of the above.
Come on.
I'm gonna have a
Nipple
side
out, Tokyo. We need that.
So we will be bringing Tokyo's husband on. We're gonna bring him on because we need to interview him and we need to find out. Maybe he's being abused at this point. I'm starting.
You gotta ask the questions. You never know what's going on in the house. You gotta ask the questions.
She might be on this list. So, Cardi, we're gonna go back to you.
Y'all are the fucking
Mr. Hypnotize. All right. The young lady that was following you to your car, right?
Mm-hmm.
You said that she is above the level of toxicity that is worth having sex with.
Not worth it, man.
There was another person I know that you mentioned that was crazy, and I'm starting to see some kind of correlation between you and crazy women.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's his calm demeanor. The calm demeanor.
He's a Sagittarius and he's too goddamn calm.
It's a calm demeanor that will attract the crazy bitch in heartbeat.
Calm over oneself is self-perseverance. Okay.
Okay.
Shit. I'm here to tell you that.
You're mad right now because I'm calm. Look at you. Mad. I can see it in your forehead. Man.
Oh shoot! I've been talking about this way too long with you, darn it. Y'all got me going over the damn time. But you're the problem. You are the problem.
I'm not the problem. I'm not the
problem
when you're mad that I can't be the answer for you.
I'm not mad that you're not the answer. That I'm not.
Not for you, but I'm just saying for those folks. I'm sorry I couldn't be the person you wanted me to be for you at the time.
See, that's why they be mad at you. That is.
But you can't be mad at me for that. I'm just Cardi.
Cardi.
I mean, you love me for me, but
Cardi. I don't know.
Cardi gotta do Cardi, baby.
I went over time. So let me wrap this up. That being said, if you find yourself in a toxic relationship, if you are looking at this and you're listening to this and you realize that you might be the problem, I strongly encourage you to engage in therapy. Okay.
Therapy. We really need like a
we gotta get a banner. Yeah, we gotta get a banner.
Therapy. Get yourself some.
And if you are a man that is in a relationship with a woman who is being abusive to you verbally, physically, mentally, I would strongly encourage you to get out. I know I normally flash the National Domestic Violence Hotline. I really failed on that, but I'm gonna come back and put it in the comments in case someone needs that, because men do get abused as well. It's not just women. So definitely I would encourage you to get out, talk to somebody that you trust. I know that's really hard for men, but you should not stay with someone who is doing anything to harm you in any way, shape, or form. So
damn right. Get your shit, get out, unplug your PS5, put it in a safe place before she fucks it up. All right.
And hide your
It's gonna
sneaker
happen.
collection. Hide your sneaker.
Hide your sneaker collections.
Now, we're going to go inside the box. You came for the shenanigans, and now here is your debauchery.
I do the intro. There we go. Inside the box. Yeah.
So now you started it. So like every time you gotta do it.
Yes.
So welcome to Inside the Box. We are going to talk about something called macrophilia. Okay. So macrophilia is basically giant woman fetish. Okay.
Oh, I thought you said necrophilia. Let's pronounce
No,
that.
no,
That's
macro.
a big difference.
Sorry, macro. Macro.
big
MACRO.
Yes, not necro, but macro.
Macrophilia. Giant fetish.
Not fucking dead.
Usually they call it like giantess fetish because it's usually referring to women. It's just a sexual attraction to giants or giantess.
And can I back really quick? Since Curtis was in here being funny, he has the opposite of this, where he wants little people.
Microphilia.
How little?
Like micro. Maybe we can talk about that next week. Well, I'll see if there's some juicy stuff about it. But you know what? Quick fact, because I found that funny. Little people, they got some big butts. You know, so when I look at it, sometimes when you do see them, they be thick.
They got bubbles.
So I get it.
They just come back.
Right,
So
I get it. I kind of get it. I get it. Okay. So this fetish includes being squished against giant breasts, dominated by giant, or being physically harmed by a giant. Now, if you think back to back in the day, it used to be a movie called Attack of the 50-Foot Woman or something like that. So this is kind of the idea behind it. Just super big, super sexy, attractive women. In most cases, this fetish is demonstrated by heterosexual men. Being turned on by the idea of very large women doing massive things like destroying cities, crushing cars, crushing people under their feet, and wreaking havoc. It's usually shown in movies, like I said. And it actually came up again recently. And was it Resident Evil, I think? Lady Dimitri. This one kind of made me think about it. She's supposed to be like a 9-foot woman and 200 or something pounds. Yeah, so they kind of I see her everywhere at some point. I'm like, damn, why do people? I mean, men were going crazy over her, like she was the most beautiful thing in the world, and because she towered over them, they probably had this kink, this fetish. Yeah, so she's 9 foot tall. She a giantess. There is,
That's the answer. Giant titties.
Right, giant titties. And also people with giant feet, because like people with foot fetish, sometimes they do have a correlation between big feet, like giants, and feet, because it's like they love feet. So like the biggest foot ever, crushing them or something like that. It kind of correlates sometimes. You can actually go on a website called giantesscity.com. They have their own like online macrophilia forum. Interesting to me.
So I could have been making money.
I mean, foot fetish for sure. You know, you ain't got giant feet.
I have giant feet.
They're not giant.
So
they're not this giant.
But I'm just saying, I have abnormally large feet for a woman. I feel like, because I don't think I'm tall enough to wear a size. Like I wear a size 10, but I have to get the shoes in an 11 because I don't want my toes hanging over. You know what I mean? Or if it's like a platform. So that's 11. That's big to me. That's shameful. I feel I'm ashamed of my big feet.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No,
Somebody love me.
Yeah, I don't think that. I mean, that's a foot fetish category of its own.
Probably. Yeah, we've actually done that. But the giantess fetish, some people do correlate them because big feet, big body, you know, they like the whole shebang. Now, the psychology behind it, there could be multiple reasons. You know, it's not one size fits all. Did y'all like that? Y'all ain't pay it? All right. So,
I got it. I was with you on that one.
All right, so Some reasons is it's all right. So say for instance, you could be imprinted when you grow up. Like maybe when you're young, the boy has a sexual arousal experience with a woman, and the woman actually towers over them. So like a adult figure or something. And like say you, for instance, like a teacher, she did something, she bent over, you see her titties, but she towers over you or something like that. She's a giant compared to you as a kid. So that kind of imprinted in your brain. It was like bigger women or bigger people became arousing to me. You know what I mean? Like that imprinted in your brain, like, wait, she's bigger than me, and like I seem so small compared to her. So for some reason, that made me sexually aroused.
I'm with this.
Or
sign me up. I'm with this. Sign me up. I'm telling y'all, death by snooze do, man. That's the way to go.
Death by snooze.
Yes. Right. Another way could be mastering the pain of a trauma or converting it into a pleasure. For example, a boy is nearly smothered and feels helpless, but later in life he has this fantasy. So maybe I don't know. I couldn't think of like a real. Maybe your mom rolled over on you and smothered her with your titties, and you grew up, and you know what I'm saying, or something like that. Something very traumatic might have happened, right? But for some reason, a lot of trauma ended up turning into a sexual fetish anyway. So that's kind of what happened. Like, all right, well, I choose when I get smothered. You know what I mean? By somebody giant or big or whatever.
Kind of perverted.
Very interesting. It is perverted. I mean, all of these are really perverted.
It's just weird when you see it live in action. I mean, have y'all ever seen the actual like gigantic porn before?
No.
I have seen something like it. Like,
okay,
it is, but it's more camera angles and stuff like that. You're not really giant, but you point it down. You look tiny.
All right, I wanted to paint a picture if I could, just because I remember seeing this one porn.
Go ahead.
This woman was literally like 6'4", right? And somehow they just picked the skinniest little white man you could ever see. And of course she's black, she's big, and she got like size F cups, and she just throws it on his face.
If he dies, he dies. Yeah.
Right. And like at first, like, oh, cool, that's kind of hot, and then his body starts convulsing because he can't breathe. And you see his little arms just like,
oh my god,
tapping out like, bitch, I can't. Like, he had his thumbs up, and then he was like, no, this ain't it. And
oh my god,
fucking face just turns blue and purple. It was like, you like that, and just crushes him. I was like, okay,
wow.
This was hot for like 30 seconds, and now it's
30 seconds, right? Is when the death starts to. When you start to see the end.
Yeah, or you get shoved into the fupa. And just like no escape, black hole type of shit.
Lord, not the giant black hole.
Yeah, she had a fupa, and she lifted it up, and then she just closed it on him, and then like that was a wrap.
But that could be a smothering kink or a fat kink. A little bit. I mean, you said she was 6'4", so she was tall.
Yeah,
that's like
it seems like when I read up on this one.
It's a
combination of like almost like combination and
yeah.
It seems like the ones I've read about the giant stuff is more fantasy though. It's not really. I mean, we're not going to find a giant woman. Yes, you got a 6-foot woman or something like that, but you can't find a giant that's breaking buildings and shit. You know what I mean? But typically they like stuff like somebody crushing cities and shit. So it's different.
Muscular.
So for example, if you watch like a porn where it's like the camera angle is panning down on a tall person and they're stepping on fake buildings and shit, that's where it comes in at. Like, oh, you're actually wreaking havoc on a society type shit. You know what I mean?
They like toxic women.
Right. Okay. It's more exaggerated than just I'm bigger than you. You know what I mean?
Garganta off of DC, the giant monster woman that
right.
They in these comments running amok.
Really? I haven't seen any.
I ain't seen any.
First of all, let me say, hey Shannon, I see you watching.
Hi.
And if I can interject really quick, Jess, can you put up something for Miss Gail, please? Carolyn Gale. I was waiting to see some of these comments.
Hey, Miss Gail.
Hey.
I'm not big, but I do like sitting on faces.
I'm with it.
I love the men who love
Yep.
it.
This whole beard is a cushion.
Yes.
Bring it.
And
Carolyn.
Rockstar, she says, does this count? Every time I see the Rock's arms, I'll be like, I just want to do one pull up on his arm and I'll lose it. Y'all, you want to be?
I mean, he's strong. You know what I'm saying? He's strong, so it's more of a you just like his body.
Curtis
He's
and
strong.
they're directing them to Ashley Stewart.
You know what? So working. So working.
Ridiculous.
So I actually came across a person who had this macrophilia, and they asked questions about how he ended up being involved with this. How did he know that he liked it? The first question is when were you interested in giant? When did it start? He basically said he was playing with Matchbox cars when he was younger, and he knows he really liked when somebody walked by and stepped on the cars. For some reason, that was almost like exciting for him. Which is, when you think about it, it's like, what? these little cars. It was always unique. He wanted to be tiny. So he pictured himself inside the cars being squashed. For some reason, that excited him.
That boy ain't right.
When he was a kid. Yeah. It had something to do with the idea of like, dang, what if I was in that car? You know what I mean? And getting squashed. Like, that's pretty cool. That's how it started. Then Mike started now.
Oh Lord.
Probably. That probably was his favorite movie. Favorite. Yes.
So you was your McDonald's Wi-Fi was acting up a little bit.
Sorry about that. Can you hear me now?
Yes, you are clear.
Okay.
Now, question, a little bit off topic, but I find that a lot of these kinks start when people are like children. Yeah. Often when you're delving into it, you know, he a little kid, he's playing with his Hot Wheels car. You're not thinking that that's going to end up being something that he jerk off to later on in life. We all have our kinks. Do you feel like yours started in childhood?
Yeah. I feel like everyone started childhood. Something imprints in your mind that becomes sexual. That I don't think you realize then. I think that for some reason it turns into something sexual for yourself. But I think at the beginning, I don't think that you know that it's going to be that. Like, especially if it's like a trauma thing or something that you felt was traumatic, you will be like, I would never, you know. But then when you get older, it's like either you do the exact opposite to never do it, or you kind of like, I don't know, something about that became intriguing as an adult. I don't know.
Cardi,
maybe.
Your kink, can you think of anything in your childhood that triggered your kinks?
I don't know. As long as I can remember, I just always loved titties.
Were you breastfed?
I was breastfed. And maybe that could be why.
That's it. Simple. Yours is simple.
Give me a good titty, no matter how big or how small. A titty's a titty. Just give it to me.
Breastfeeding. That causes a lot of people kinks.
What are you talking about, Cammy? Cammy said, I do like the men who like to get stepped on too. I got a real sexy roundhouse kick for the ones who really want it rough.
Roadhouse? What is this?
The comments are crazy, all right?
I'm cracking up.
He said there's some prime foot to the chest, foot to neck action over here. I ain't with that scrotal stuff though. There is a line in the sand.
So just Sparta kicking is okay? Like this is Sparta?
Right.
And I'm like, get off? That's fucking wild.
Wow.
Rockstar said yes, and I cried when I realized that. I'm like, my mom used to slap the shit out of me, and now I love that during sex.
Of course she does.
Yeah.
I'm about to bring everybody in the comments.
So you don't think anything you like now have nothing to do with your childhood?
I like impact play.
Okay. Do you ever get ass whoopings?
I never got beat a lot when I was a kid. I was good.
That was a problem.
Believe it or not, I was good.
Maybe you wanted an ass whooping.
Why would I want
Maybe you feel like you deserved an ass whooping.
A little bit.
I never wanted an ass whooping at all. Did I start, acting out later on and when I got to be a teenager and stuff like that? Yes, I did. But I never wanted an ass whooping. Absolutely not. I was good in school. Anyway.
I mean, it could be a different thing for you though, because you had other type of stuff going on. So you kind of get that out through the ass whoopings now.
Impact play, I can't link that to my childhood. I'm interested in, possibly doing pet play. Can't link that to my childhood. I'm a sub. I don't see how that links to my childhood. Yeah, I don't get it. The only
thing that goes back is just toxic shit.
I mean, the only thing that goes back to childhood is me liking girls. That's it. That's the only thing that I could think of.
Well, that's one thing. That's something.
That's a kink, I guess.
It's something. I mean, it's something.
Well, there's a kink. Well,
wait a minute, Tokyo. What's your kink that comes from your childhood? Because you was like, yeah.
I don't want to talk about it. It's traumatic.
Traumatic.
It's traumatic.
Emotional damage.
It's not gross. We don't kink shame here. What is it?
Well, no, it's not. It's not gross, but the thing that made me like what I like now is gross.
Well, tell us.
I doubt it.
You got people in here that want a roundhouse kick somebody in the chest and they turn them on.
So I feel like, okay, I used to hear my parents do it, right? Mm-hmm. Like have sex. And it was very traumatizing for my life because I could hear it, and they used to put the song, like music on and shit.
Yeah.
And I could hear it through the music. Mm-hmm. And I used to get so angry that I would like throw stuff down the steps. I would do anything for them to stop, and they never would. Now, I guess as an adult, I kind of like watching and kind of like almost getting caught. Like I'm doing something that nobody know, and then somebody come in. It's a whole. I feel like it goes together though. You know what I'm saying? Like
a little voyeurness going on.
I like, yes.
That wasn't
no, thinking about, because now I'm going to think about me hearing it and it's going to make my stomach hurt. It's a whole thing. I don't like it. It's not the kink that I don't like. I don't like thinking about how it sounded. I don't know. And it's weird because it's cringy to me, like then and now. Now. It was creepy.
Look, you found your tribe. You found your people. He sounds
like let him know. No cream pies.
Okay, now
Cammy, I like to fight too, Cammy. And here's my thing. That comes from my childhood, Cammy, because I grew up in a household where my mom used to get her ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? Like very traumatic stuff. It don't bother me anymore now. That's why I say it so freely. But my mom used to get her ass whooped.
How are you not connecting that to you wanting to get your ass whooped now? What are you talking about?
That sounds like a direct connection to me.
That's not
completely connected. You disconnected it on your own. What are you talking about?
I'm unraveling the truth here.
That was a traumatic event that you're literally reliving with impact play. What are you talking about?
Pretty much.
You connected it yourself. You tried it.
That's not
you tried it.
Play. I don't like it because
how do you know? How do you know?
How do you know at this point?
You don't know.
I like it because it's a stress reliever. That's
everyone think it's a stress reliever impact play, but it comes from somewhere. It came from you seeing ass whoopings. So now your ass whoopings are nostalgic.
Right. Exactly.
It relieves the stress of you seeing it back then. You know how stressed you was? Listen, if you think about it deep. If you remember, listen, if you think about how stressed you was then watching the ass whoopings and now getting the ass whooping to release, it coincides with each other. How stressed you was and how stressed out about seeing your mother being abused was stressful. Then you grow up and was like, oh, that ass whooping. All right, King. I got that out. It's like getting almost relieving your stress from her ass whooping back then. if that makes sense.
But that's why I like to fight.
And then and you add the
It's all
toxic
together.
shit in
You're
there.
angry.
She would start shit to get whooping. So that's the toxic
I'm
shit.
ready to release this
on
stress,
top of.
and how about we fight it? You know what I mean? It all goes
Exactly.
together. Makes so much sense.
Y'all gave me something to
Go ahead, Tokyo. You were fucking
It
Sherlock
all
Holmes
goes
on that case.
together.
You solved the shit out that mystery real
So
quick.
I know, because you was over there like, I have no idea why, like, what in my ass
really
whooping.
never
But
thought
speaking of ass whooping, my mom used to get ass whooping. Like, girl, go together.
Well, I knew that's
Same
why
puzzle.
I knew that's why I like to fight, but I never thought about it like that.
That's exactly what it is.
You see them jumping? They jumping me.
This is a show of healing.
I'm trying to show her connection to her king. You know what I'm saying? Now she learned something about herself. You know, we all just learned today. Look at that. Look at school.
I like her during sex because my original dom used to choke me. It's all linked. Yeah.
It's something that you imprint, something that sticks in your mind. It turns into something sexual as you get adult. It's not purposely done. It's nothing that you can do about it. It just happens. And I mean, a lot of this stuff be fun. It gives you pleasure. It relieves stress. It does all those good things. So there's nothing wrong with it.
No, I don't have a problem with it. It's just I really got to dissect this now because I never actually thought
about it like that.
I never thought about it like that. I'm just like, that's why I like to fight. You know what I'm saying? Because I grew up in a household with
fight and release anger. Fight and release anger and shit.
Listen, and
you're angry. Right. You're angry, yes.
Therapy.
For y'all that don't know, I have really changed my ways. Tokyo was not lying. She had seen me smacking niggas.
Allegedly.
I have changed my ways.
You've been trying.
It has been like 5 years since the last time I slapped somebody. I laid hands on somebody. I think that's y'all send me stars. It's an anniversary. I haven't hit anybody.
No, for real though.
Yes, you ain't have to play me like that.
For real though. Your hands must be itching. Yeah.
Every day.
You know what? Yeah, you have. You know what? I'm gonna give you your flowers because for sure, plenty of instances that came up that you really held your composure, and I'm proud of you. Proud of you.
I have how. Y'all don't. You don't know. You don't understand. Okay. Yeah, I have changed.
She ain't get no. You ain't get no new court cases or nothing.
Try.
What it is.
Challenge accepted.
Y'all don't know. I have been so.
Y'all don't know.
Like I will walk.
You're criminal. She ain't got no open court cases. Y'all don't even know. Okay.
Do you say my court cases?
See, you said you want me to drink this time.
Yeah,
You're right. Siren, you came a long way.
I'm almost done this bottle of wine fucking around with y'all.
Cammy said, I'm literally planning a trip to Philly in the future so I can help my homegirl jump her sister-in-law because don't none of her family fuck with her, but she the only girl. I'll hit your line and join us. Hit me up, Cammy.
Yeah, she coming to Philly with her Timberland boots on. She ready to kick a nigga in the chest. My boots on.
Just Cammy, I just need to warn you that these Philly girls different though.
Yeah, they throw hands.
No offense to where you from. Where you from, Cammy? I know where you reside, but are you from there? You gotta be prepared when you come roll up on a Philly girl. So if she from Mount Airy, you cool.
Like that, like.
But if she not, you be careful. Is all I'm saying.
Just stretch before you start.
That's all I'm saying.
You can't cold fight.
Oh, you from Watts?
Okay. What the fuck is that?
You gotta you got a razor blade underneath your tongue. I knew I like Cammy for some reason. You didn't fight women in Philly. You fighting Jones and dickheads.
That's true too.
That's true. That is true. Damn, it's already 8:40. Y'all conversation. I'm enjoying y'all conversation. Y'all done helped me make a breakthrough. I'm gonna have to take this back to my therapist and be like, you know what? You didn't even figure this out for me. I never thought about that at all, and now I'm gonna dissect my whole life now thinking about it. My intervention. I don't need an intervention.
No.
They can tell you it's been 5 years since
some dark things.
It's
right.
Now I will be honest with y'all while I got y'all on the line, and we closing out, because I don't know if Unapologetic is on after us this week or not. But so I did get suspended from work because I cussed the girl out.
You ain't even tell me this.
I did tell you.
No, I did not. You were suspended from work? No, you didn't.
I was suspended for 5 days.
Damn, girl, 5 days. How bad you got her out?
Oh, just gave us the thumbs up. We can keep going. There's nobody on after us. Okay, so I can tell y'all the story, right? I did tell you I got suspended for 5 days because this girl tried it and she didn't think I was going to do anything because she was bigger than me. And I don't give a fuck about that at all. Like, you could be a wildebeest. Y'all all fall down if y'all get hit the right way, is what I'm saying. So she was in there being disrespectful. First of all, she invaded my personal space. Why is you right here? You can't be this close to me, and I don't know you like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That was suspect. I'm sitting down and you standing up. Because now I'm at a disadvantage. Because if you start swinging, I'm already underneath of you. She was talking real crazy, and so I had to pull her to the side and ask her what the problem was. Because why are you talking to me crazy? She got upset. I told her that she was hypersensitive and that she needed some help, some professional help, okay? Well, she didn't take kindly to that. All right, so that she was talking trash because about Adonis. And for all y'all who don't know, I say it on the first episode. On the first episode of this season, I get into, that I had a 3-year-old child in my family that was murdered. All right, so I'm gonna just say it real blunt like that. And she brought up the fact that I've missed a lot of work because of this. That was enough reason right there for me to punch her in her motherfucking face.
She worked there?
Yeah, she worked there. And she knew what happened. So she was like, you ain't never here, blah, blah, blah. And then that's when I cussed her out.
She got off easy.
Yeah.
Oh.
She got off real easy. Okay.
That's
for 5 days, though, that's kind of excessive.
I called her bitch and all this stuff like that. I should have hairstyle, but I've been at my job working. It's over 6 years now. I wanted her to hit me. My thing is, you swing first. If you swing first, then when I hit you, there's nothing you could do because you hit me first. You know what I'm saying? So, growth.
I was growth.
Right.
So she kept doing all this. You know how people like they going to hit you. Yeah, and like somebody was in between her and me, but they wasn't really holding her back. And I went and sat down in my chair, and I just was like, because bitch, you're not going to do nothing. And after I said, bitch, you're not going to do nothing, I turned my chair around because you're not going to do anything. And she didn't do anything. She called HR because nobody was going to do anything. Nobody in the office was going to do anything. They weren't going to say anything. The people in my job, they like me and they know why I was cussing her ass out. She went to HR because she was trying to get me suspended and we both got suspended.
Okay.
Because, of course, everybody in my office backed me up. Because she was.
So why didn't they just suspend her fucking ass?
Because I wasn't supposed to
say nothing.
I wasn't supposed to cuss her out. allegedly. She wasn't going to do nothing. Sal, let me tell you something.
He said, "What if? How would that make you feel? We in therapy."
Okay. If I would have turned my chair around and she would have hit me, we would have been fighting. What are you talking about? How was I gonna feel? I was gonna feel like we was going to be fighting. Like, what are you talking about?
Child, your job's stressful anyway.
Exactly.
Anyway, I said all that to say that is the only thing that has happened recently, because I did want to fight after all that stuff happened. You know, you're angry because you have grief in your morning, and I did want to fight. So I wanted her to hit me, but she didn't.
Now the question is, how much did you want to get your ass beat later?
Who was getting their ass beat?
No, just like whipping.
Oh,
how much impact did you need after that?
I want impact play all the time.
So that wasn't a game changer for you. Not extra. Like, bring out the heavy stuff.
It wasn't like, I want a good thorough ass whooping tonight because I'm hurt.
Like handcuffs type of.
Today, whoop this ass, okay? You do some new shit.
I can't even think about what happened because that was during the week, so I probably wouldn't have been able to get anything that day anyway. But
I mean, 5 days to get that ass whooped. You could have been on the torture rack for 5 days.
Child, yeah, I always want impact play all the time. So, yeah, y'all be proud of me. Therapy does work. It does.
Living proof.
But I will also say that any given moment, I am ready to fight. And it's not because I'm toxic. It's just because I'm still grieving. It's because I'm still grieving. I didn't say I was on some great stuff. I'm just saying I'm still grieving. So I still hear that energy in me. Anybody can get it, is all I'm saying. So somebody should give me some impact play to keep me calm. That's all I'm saying. I'm still laughing at Rockstar talking about I would have balled that bitch up and shot her in the waist.
Rockstar look like she heavy-handed too.
Rockstar is like she's like a little, but she looks like she pack a big punch. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, Rockstar has been to our live shows. So the next time that we do a live in-person show, y'all, if y'all in Philly, y'all definitely have to come out. I would like to start doing them again at some point in time. So y'all can come out. We can meet y'all that we don't already know and love on y'all. And we do a completely different version of a live show versus what you get here. It's more interactive. It's a good time. And you get look it up. You get look it up.
Real good.
So, if you have macrophilia, there's no downsides to this, correct?
I don't see any downsides because most of it is fantasy. So you would kind of get your fill from other avenues, like watching it on porn or kind of pretend play, stuff like that. So I don't think it's a downside. I don't think there's anything that will harm you as long as you have consent and safe words and all of those things. I feel like you're good. Everything's good,
Okay. I always like to go back and make sure that we are giving them the full scope of it and not leaving anything out just in case it was something that could be not
mesophilia. What? Please go back and rewatch the episode.
She been here the whole time. She been in the
crazy. I'm crying.
She been in the comments. Listen, I will say that our comments today, we got the whole comment.
Y'all had time today.
They been in there cutting up. Okay,
yes.
My safe word is get off me, crazy bitch.
Listen, if you get to get off and you crazy bitch ain't in there, then I'm continue. You gotta get all that's a lot of words. You need one word. All them words, you need a lot of breath for that.
Jess, can you put Carolyn's picture up for us, please? Carolyn, we wanted to thank you,
mamas.
y'all. Carolyn is a real one. She is always here with us. She gives us stars. She won. We had a giveaway last episode. Shannon,
right.
big exclusive network. She
congrats.
Way. And I definitely just wanted to say thank you. Oh yeah, she fine, and she a nurse.
She can smother me. That's right.
If y'all want to put in an application to Carolyn, let us know. We'll vet them for you, Carolyn, before we send them over. Y'all gotta make good money. Y'all gotta make good money, okay? If y'all didn't see our penis episode, he said I'm feeling a little sick right now.
You drinking too much?
No, he wanted Carolyn to take care of him. He need a nurse.
Oh, child. I've been drinking, so
I'm gonna screen the applicants. I'm gonna screen them. If y'all not making enough money, don't even come over here. All right, we need a doctor, a lawyer for my good sis. All right, and that peen needs to be exquisite, is what I'm saying to you. If y'all missed our penis episode last week, do yourself a favor and go back and watch the replay. Now, what I'm interested in doing is a vagina episode where I bring some men on.
Yeah.
And they ask us questions about the box. So I would need all my ladies in the comments to send us some questions that the men could ask about the box. Men, if you have questions, send them to us so that we can answer the questions for y'all. And I know y'all would love to pride yourself on the fact that y'all don't need to know anything about women. And you know how everything works.
Y'all don't know shit.
That you don't know shit.
Yes, men, send us some questions. I'm actually pretty
still a mystery.
I'm very interested in your questions for some reason. I want to know what y'all think about the vagina.
Yeah, I definitely want to do a vagina episode. Every now and then we're going to throw in a inside the box special that's going to be nothing but sex. Cause y'all nasty. I see out there on my people.
Cheers to that.
I appreciate y'all. I had so much fun with y'all this episode. Not me. I need to know everything. I'm like Mr. Magoo trying to find his glasses when it comes to the cat. I really think Sal is capping. He always says stuff like that all the time. But Sal got like 10 bitches in rotation.
Mm-hmm.
That might not even be his real. I don't know him in rotation. That's probably not even his real picture. Sal, you want to come on and ask questions?
Yeah, we can have you as a guest.
All
right, now you don't want to talk? See, that's what I'm talking about, Sal.
Mm-hmm. That's because he's catfishing us. That's because he's catfishing us. Yeah, you ain't.
His whole gonna sit. Oh, definitely my real picture. I wouldn't catfish like that.
I never FaceTimed you. I'm gonna have to like FaceTime you at 3:00 in the afternoon and see who is. All right, y'all. So we went to the left a little bit, but thank you for going on a journey with us. Thank y'all for helping me with my intervention, apparently, that I didn't know that I needed. As we are closing things out, I want to encourage you to go to www.headnerdsincharge.com and pick up your HNIC Con tickets, okay? Y'all know I am one of the assistant directors for HNIC Con. You know that the theme is Carnival. I want y'all to come. I want to see y'all faces. I want to see your cosplays. I want to see all of that. I want to see you at the after hour shows. That's where the fun really is. Okay, you want to be there. Make sure you get your tickets and don't miss that. Also, go to www.thecageawards.com. It's an award show for the culture by the culture. It's a virtual award show, but it's going to celebrate every blurred that contributes to the culture. So cosplay, digital content creators, all streamers, all of that. Okay, you don't want to miss that. Make sure that you follow us on IG at the Cage Awards so you don't miss a thing. We want to have performers, red carpet, post red carpet, all of that. So you don't want to miss that at all. Okay, Cardi, the soft Dom Daddy.
Soft Dom Daddy here.
You ain't saying it into the microphone. I don't know how many times I gotta keep telling you.
I know, like my microphone right here, but I gotta literally put it right here.
Put it in your mouth.
Yeah, hey, watch yourself. Get your ass spanked.
Tell the people where they can find you at.
Yes, you can find me at the Cardi Experience on IG, also at Baychan After Dark on Twitter, Tuesdays at 8 p.m.
And yes, y'all correct. Stop procrastinating. Get your ticket. Rockstar, I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with you. I expect to see you and Chris there. Make sure you come. Cammy, y'all should be doing a panel. So I know you should be there. Cammy, the little hot pocket running through the comments. My anime city girl, okay? I am the executive producer for her show, her and Drax. Everything Wrong With. They come on every other Monday. They are hilarious. They talk about all things geek, anime, from the hairdressers to men to music, everything that's wrong with everything. So you definitely want to check them out. You better support my girls. All right. Also, as you can see from the comments, it's a good time. All right. And last but not least, Tokyo. Oh, I should be Tokyo. I should be doing by now, right?
Mm-hmm. You can find me on Instagram at Tokyo_Tequila with an H and Facebook Tokyo T. And on the Unicorn Straight No Chaser Facebook and YouTube page.
And I am Siren by night. All right. Vixen by day, in case y'all don't know. Everything I do is Siren by night. IG is Siren by night. Facebook is Siren by night. TikTok, Siren_by night. I have a Twitter too, but I hate Twitter. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. TikTok is where they love me at. Y'all can find my shenanigans and debauchery. If they shut down TikTok, I will be moving all my shenanigans to Instagram. Also, follow our at Unicorn Straight No Chaser pages on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. Okay. Again, never hesitate. Put things in the comments. I want y'all vagina questions. Let me know. Until next time, y'all make sure y'all join us for an education, a laugh, and always, always, always a heavy pour. Don't get nobody pregnant. Nobody.